What's going on, everybody? Kennybomb is in the building, and boy, oh boy, do we have some big news for WWE 2K25. Now, some of this stuff sounds absolutely amazing, but some of this stuff may sound bad to a certain group of gamers, so we gotta talk about it. But first, it's time to kick things off. I will be giving away 3 copies of WWE 2K25. If you want to get in, all you got to do is drop a like on this video and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Because before this game comes out, we will be doing a live stream where we pick our 3 winners. Now let's get into it.
Run, boy, they coming on.
All right, so let's start off with this statement we got directly from the WWE 2K website. Announcement incoming. WWE 2K returns. Bigger, bolder, and better. Now, that might sound familiar to the players who have been around for a while. This sounds very similar to the tagline from WWE 12. Now, I don't know if this is the official tagline yet, but it definitely sounds like it. In WWE 12, we had bigger, badder, and better. Now, it's just a tagline, so I wouldn't say it means much, but I'm just hoping this is not something in the likes of a WWE 12, because let's keep it a buck. SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 was a lot better than WWE 12. But let's go ahead and see what else they have to say here, because there's one thing that has me pretty excited. And I know they get me every year, y'all, but maybe this is going to be the year where it's actually different. Oh, so the tagline actually continues. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. So they are saying it's going to be better than 2K24. So that clears out that previous concern. In a breakthrough year for the franchise. Calling it a breakthrough year is not something you can just do and give us minor quality of life changes. There have to be some pretty big changes in here if this is going to be a breakthrough year. If we think about what we got between 2K20 and 2K22, 2K22 was a breakthrough year. We had a completely new engine. Now, I'm not expecting that in this new game, but I think they're going to be adding quite a few things here that actually live up to that claim. High hopes, but I don't think they'll be using that term if it's not going to be something big that we're getting. But that leaves us with a pretty big question to wrestle with until we get this official announcement. What updates or features could be big enough to justify these claims? For a long time now, I know a lot of players have been asking for these updates to Universe Mode, and I've never been a Universe Mode guy, but I can see the value in it because pretty much everybody in my comment section, and even a lot of my friends, jump into this mode every year hoping to see its growth, and it just hasn't happened. Now, the only way I would really get into a Universe Mode is if they brought back that feature that everybody has wanted to see for the last few years, and that is create a story. Now, of course, these would be 2 separate modes, but if they gave us the option to use them together, let's say we could create our own rosters, create our own shows, and then incorporate our own stories along with them, and then upload them to community creations, that fixes a big problem with 2K fatigue, because as long as we got these new stories in community creations, there's always something to do in this game, and that'll make it last a whole lot longer. Now, of course, this would draw some players away from my faction where the chili is made, so this may not be the breakthrough feature they're looking for. But a good one for me would be them overhauling My Rise. Now, I know this is something that a lot of players don't care about, but for me, the single player experience is everything. And the stories in My Rise have been pretty good. I mean, apparently, because every time we get the trailers, I'm always excited to jump in there and play them. But every year, we get the exact same thing. In between the stories, we have to deal with these wrestlers on their phones, getting messages from other wrestlers in that same room, looking at wrestlers on the left, looking at wrestlers on the right, and I hate it. I understand you gotta pad the experience to make it feel like it's longer, but the stuff in the middle is terrible to me, and to be honest, it's unbearable to me. So while the campaign is the most important thing in any wrestling game, in my opinion, I haven't been able to play it for the last 3 years because My Rise is just not good. Hopefully, this year we go back to a campaign like we had in Here Comes the Pain or even a Road to WrestleMania. Just give me a straightforward story with a tree. Branching storylines that you don't have to pad because you can make me play it multiple times to see different outcomes and I'll be happy with it. But truth is, All they have to really do is give me a great story in 2K25, and I'll tell y'all it's the best wrestling game of all time, because that's all I look for in these games. Everything around it is really extra, but that story mode means everything. But let's see what else they had to say in this statement. WWE 2K25 is preparing to charge down the ramp with all the authenticity and action fans love from the best in sports entertainment. Discover game-changing features. Game-changing features. Breakthrough. Game-changing. That's big. There's no way they're just throwing these things out there and they're not going to live up to it. So I think this is going to be the year, y'all. I think this is going to be the year that we're actually happy that we looked forward to the game, because they could deliver. Last year, I wasn't over the moon with excitement because I knew what to expect when they kept talking about quality of life adjustments. But this time, if you're throwing out breakthrough year and game-changing features, that's big. We'll see what it means. It's got me really excited for this reveal. But iconic superstars, are they just talking about our current superstars or legends? We always get new legends and previous legends, so all the superstars are iconic. I mean, it's just the way it's going to be. And more details on January 28th of 2025. Now, on Monday Night Raw, Roman Reigns threw out the date of January 27th before they showed that 2K25 logo, so they're probably going to reveal the box art and give us some type of announcement on that Monday before Raw, and then we'll get the full-blown reveal on Tuesday. And as soon as we get that, I will be back so we can talk about it. But before we get out of here today, there's another elephant in this room that we need to address, because it has been confirmed that WWE 2K25 will be available on Xbox One, and it will also be available on PlayStation 4. Now, if you notice here, it says PlayStation 4 Pro Enhanced, so that's kind of bumping it up close to the PlayStation 5 level, but it does not say PlayStation 5 Pro Enhanced. So this game is most definitely still going to be in the realm of what we saw last year when it comes to quality and graphics and all of that other good stuff. And don't get me wrong, sometimes they'll let other studios handle the ports for the last gen versions, so it's still possible we might get that juice from the Xbox Series X or the PS5, but I would say don't count on it. And I know a lot of people are not going to be happy about this, but y'all got to think about it. While a lot of us don't want these games on last-gen consoles because they're holding us back from the power we get from this generation, some PC players might feel the same way about us because we hold those powerful GPUs back from reaching their full potential. But that's what we don't care about, because console is king. I just know this game better have crossplay this year. Let me know what y'all think about all of this stuff in the comment section. But thank y'all for tuning into this video. Don't forget to drop a like on it and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Bomb Squad, let's get to that.